What is good, HollaSquad? We are the Little Squad on the YouTube platform. This day we were back with another reaction, and we got Shadows of Doubt review, gang stalking edition. This is insane. Now, I don't know what YouTube has been doing. They have not been they ain't been sending me the videos. All right, stuff been dropping, and I ain't been getting it. And I don't like that. I'm gonna need a word. But listen, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. We about to hop into this. Let's get it.
Woke up in a feverish sweat. It was another one of those nights. I had the same nightmare. Walt Disney let their intellectual property go into public domain. I felt sick, but thinking of vomit made me think of Pepsi, so I held it in. My diabetes was acting up. Pacemaker says I'm dangerously close to dropping below type 2. I needed something to calm my nerves. A Krispy Kreme, Coke Vanilla, and a needle full
To calm your what? Yo, a Krispy Kreme donut is sending you to the afterlife. You cooks.
of heroin. Just what the doctor
Unplug the headphones. Need those. Bro, matter of fact, Krispy Kreme down the street. Might need to go grab one.
my nerves. A Krispy Kreme, Coke Vanilla, and a needle full of heroin. Just what the doctor ordered. I think we communicated through several language barriers. Somewhere between the Aramaic and clerical Hebrew, I can't help but think we lost something in the translation. Lighting a cigarette against the pregnant darkness, I go for a walk. I'm cutting down, which is why I cut off the filter. Like a dog showing you its stomach, I send the tobacco a clear message. I trust you. People pass by as I log into my Twitter alt and send out a credible threat to a Minecraft YouTuber. For some of us, it's not about the recognition. It's about doing our part. This is a city that never sleeps. Once I saw a man standing off the side of a pier, tears rolling down his eyes as he told me, I can't trust anyone. That's why I ride myself. He auto-filleted himself on the spot and rolled away like a meat-powered wheel. Never did catch his name. Scammers, tricks,
He did what?
open source developers. I've seen some... Never did catch his name. Scammers, tricks, open source... developers. I've seen some sick things in my time. My Kaizen V-Love Plus implant can instantly sniff out if someone's an incel or in a committed polycule. But more importantly, if they have any spare change, I don't beg for money. I just ask 19 times and that's it. My name is Seth Tech, private investigator, professional gang stalker. And this is my office for the next 50 minutes. After
Okay.
that, I gotta buy something. Why am I telling you all this? Because together, we're gonna clean up these streets. Hey gang, sorry, I've been distracted. I kept staying up late playing Once Human, an all-new
Okay.
free-to-play post-apocalyptic open-world survival game
Is it
releasing
on Steam?
July 9th. The game takes place after a cosmic invasion has permanently transformed
This video came out 2 days ago, and it is July 16th. Okay, so
Releasing July 9th. The game takes place after a cosmic invasion has permanently transformed our world into the world of Skibbity Toilet. This is not a joke.
What is
You'll be
that?
fighting every Z-list creepypasta from Siren Head to a refrigerator to an overly aggressive school bus. Everyday objects are no longer
Is it
your
team-based?
friend, and you will die at the hands of a Funko Pop. However, some of these deviations can be tamed to help you fight, craft, and survive. This is Pokemon through the lens of a man addicted to fentanyl. There's base building with full creative freedom and PvP with up to 4,000 gamers in a single server. As absurd as this sounds, it's a lot of fun. I captured a bee, and now it pollinates my crops. The Semitic capitalist fears the self-sufficient rice farmer. And if you're interested, you can download the game on Steam using my link in the description below.
oh yeah, we on that. Can you load into the server with your friends though? That's why I need to know.
Seth here. Shadows of Doubt takes place in an alternate timeline where Ronald Reagan was crushed to death by his karmic debt. Thankfully, our new president, the Coca-Cola Company, has continued his righteous task of filling ghettos with crack cocaine. Unfortunately, the definition has expanded. You
Nice
are the
spitting.
ghetto. Tensions are high, crime is rampant. The only true justice is in the shadows, the shadows of doubt. But I doubt that. I checked the shadows. You know what I found? Me stealing your diamonds, battering your wife, and reporting you for domestic abuse. It's nothing personal. I just need a higher social credit score so I can get out of this hellhole. The actual game is, on its face, a detective simulator. What's it simulating? Everything. Starting a new game generates an entire city, populates it with citizens that each have their own jobs, relationships, hobbies, and of course, homicidal fantasies. Murder is like romance in a male prison. It requires a perpetrator and a victim, and everything in between is a trail of clues left in their wake. Your job is to follow those clues, find the perp, and bring them to justice.
Okay.
Trademark. Brought to you by American Spirit, premium quality organic tobacco. So grab your trench coat, scoop out your cone cells with a spoon, and let's get to work. Step 1. We need to break into the crime scene and steal everything. It's what the victim would have wanted. After that, we can start looking for clues. Who died? How did they die? And when did they become dead? Make sure to get their prints while you're going through their wallet for loose change.
Nah, this
Did
game
they
might be
live
lit.
alone? If not, find their partner's fingerprints. NPCs aren't programmed to have friends. The only time they physically meet another person is to be murdered, so any unknown fingerprint is definitely the killer. Look around for anything they might have touched during entry or escape. Doorknobs, light switches, the inside of a woman's toilet bowl.
That's correct.
Anything is
Okay. All right. Why would somebody be touching on the inside of a woman's toilet bowl? Okay. What criminal would do such a thing? And whoever it is, no jail, no prison, execution. Okay. They're done.
Is possible. Did the killer leave a murder weapon or drop a calling card? We did the easy part. It only gets harder from here. But first, the case board. As you work through a case, you can pin any relevant information to the board. As you collect more evidence, the game will automatically draw links between existing information. You can make diligent notes, use color-coded threads, and organize every possible lead. Or you can do none of that and pin random shit together and follow your schizophrenia. I can't solve this mystery on the physical plane. I need crystal meth to go to Hyperborea and ask Yakub directly. And when you're done playing arts and crafts in an active crime scene, we can start looking for leads, check for handwritten notes, break into their computer and check for emails, open their address book, see if they made any recent calls. Now, it's about lunchtime, but we gotta get our hands dirty first. Find the landlord's office, break in, check their files on every tenant, then break into their computer and check the CCTV. Every security camera in the game takes photos every few minutes. Every image showing a person gets saved to a 24-hour buffer, so you want to get to it as soon as you can. As you go through the footage, you should recognize every tenant, so print out anyone unknown, anyone who went near the victim's house, and anyone remotely suspicious. Alright, now we can go to lunch. Now, we have plenty of leads to follow up. We need to find each potential suspect and cross-reference.
Yo, this game is like, what's that one anime, bruh, where they like scan you to see if like you're like a threat? What, bro? Somebody told me to watch it. I started it. It was pretty mid. All right, but
their information. Look, I'd love to keep holding your hand, but I can't. Each case is unique, so the best way to explain the game is to tell you what I've been through. The first time I ever played this game, I ignored all the instructions, opened a fridge, and ate raw pork. I got so nauseous I couldn't answer the telephone, and spent the next 10 minutes battling with the controls to try get in bed to sleep off of food poisoning. This was the tutorial, so the phone kept ringing the entire time. Then I talked to a random civilian, my hand slipped, and I accidentally tried to arrest him. Like hell you are, he said, before shooting me in the face. At this point, I was captivated. Because this game simulates a few hundred people at any...
Bro, I cannot find this anime to save my life, bro. I'm going through my freaking Crunchyroll, and it probably deleted because it was mid.
given time, they're all quite stupid.
There we go.
Hey, buddy, I'll pay you $100 to fuck off and let me trash your apartment.
Okie dokie. I'll just go back to sleep.
Yo, why my man look like
Wait,
Master Roshi?
Did you just shoot someone? You just shot someone. I apologize. This usually never happens. This town has the collective IQ of a developmentally challenged toddler, so the optimal playstyle is to be an antisocial menace. Sure, the game has stealth mechanics like alarm systems, air ducts, and lockpicking, but I don't have time for that. Hello, ma'am. Have you seen anyone suspicious? Uh-huh. Here, take this. Upgrades come in the form of sync discs, which alter your genetics to become a better fighter, better lover, and most importantly, a better consumer of starch cola. You're supposed to earn them from side jobs until you learn of a more effective method called beating the shit out of your neighbors and breaking into their safe. To top it all off, there's...
Hey, it's crazy you come in here to solve crime and you become the #1 criminal, okay?
no long-term penalty for crime. Every exterior door is linked to a complex series of tubes that detects when I leave a building, sending out a pre-recorded YouTube apology that makes the population forget my actions. I could be caught on 4K murdering several people with a sword, but the instant I go outside, I'm a changed man. If you want something, take it, run away, and come back like nothing ever happened. Between this and the dirt cheap price of food and utilities, you can easily cover all your expenses by committing more crime than you actually solve. The only real use for money is buying property and playing with the bizarrely detailed furnishing system.
Bruh, my man is playing Bank Robbery Simulator.
And once you've played enough to create...
That's low-key what I used to do on Grand Theft Auto, bro. Load up Grand Theft Auto. I ain't doing no missions, bro. Mink, mink, mink. Give me the money. Let me go use that. That's it.
The ultimate male living space, you're ready to metagame. You see, murders have a cooldown between solving a case and a new murder happening. Sleeping will pass the time and gives a speed buff when you wake up. So you hop in bed, goon for 36 hours straight, and when you get a new murder notification, hop out of bed, break your own window, and plummet 20 stories to the streets below, which we survive because we're genetically modified to be immune to fall damage. Now you can use Well Rested to sprint to the crime scene while chugging your morning coffee. This is not only faster than the cops, it's often faster than the killer. Of course, the way you're meant to pass time between cases is side jobs. Think of each one as a sort of mini case with limited information. Because some information is more helpful than others, the difficulty is completely random. Oh, you want me to steal from someone but you only know his phone number? That's easy. I can just call the number and check the call box to see where it was routed to. Oh, wow. He's on the floor below. We take those. But what about this one? I've only got his first initial, fingerprint, build, and blood type. Oh yeah, very helpful. At this point, you may as well tell me I'm looking for a circumcised male in a small town of New York. I could just go through the phone book for every name with the same initial, but I've got an even better idea. Go to City Hall and open up the government database. This has records of every single citizen in the game. You're meant to type at least 2 characters to get any results, but this includes space. Naturally, everyone has a last name, so everyone has space and a letter in their name. Now you can go through the entire database in alphabetical order and print out every single person's information. Eventually, whatever case you had will just solve itself. But we're not done. If you have the mental fortitude to sit there for a real-life half hour, congratulations, you just ruined the game. Now, your character will solve cases the nanosecond you get them. Okay. Nanosecond you get them.
So if you got the record of the person, it'll solve it for you. So you could, bro, broken.
Okay, so the victim was poisoned by a stalker neighbor for not loving her enough, but the victim did manage to get a shot off before expiring. She can't go to the hospital, so she's probably limping home as we speak. That took less than 2 minutes. Personally, I don't use the government database. I get my evidence the old-fashioned way, following a woman home to her place of residence and hiding inside her septic tank until I expire. When they discover my body, the police will do the rest.
Hold up, that actually happened? Yo, it's some sick people out here, bro. Listen, there is no coochie on this planet that you need to be doing all of that, brother.
One time, I checked the victim's work computer and realized she cheated on her husband at the hotel he works at while he was visiting his sick mother. Oh, crazy. That sounds like a motive. I paid him a visit and bingo, he's not cooperating. Silence is violence and only the guilty refuse the law. So I did what any ethical private eye would do. Follow him into the bathroom and beat the shit out of him. Oh, he didn't do it. In hindsight, he was probably just rude to me because I had the same social credit as the homeless man I shanked on the way to work. Embarrassed, I resorted to using the method real cops use to catch killers. I sit on my ass eating donuts and wait for them to kill again, hoping the next murder is easier to solve. 11 donuts in, I get a notification, rush to the scene of a crime, and on my way there...
It's the lady.
Turns out it was just their IT guy who murdered her for being dead weight at her own company. In summary, there's a lot of jank in this game. Things will glitch and break. Black markets will randomly deny service even if you give a right password. And sometimes, all the foot traffic causes a congestion where everyone gets stuck on the same staircase and the only way to free them is by throwing hammers in their face. But for a game made by a small team of Albanian...
Did my man just throw a grenade at handcuffed people and the only thing that broke were the handcuffs? What is this?
Immigrants on the budget of a kidney stone. It's really impressive. There's no other game that captures the ambience of living in modern-day Shanghai, slurping my MSG noodles as I listen to the soft drizzle of acid rain. Many games struggle with procedural generation. Generally, I don't even like it. It's just another buzzword for infinite slop. But Shadows of Doubt succeeds because it creates nonsense. And because true crime will always be more bizarre than any simulation, the situations it creates are not only compelling, they're believable. And remember, Once Human launches on July 9th. Download the game for free right
need
now.
those.
As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Bro, that little military game or the little zombie game, we need those. But look, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I feel like I will be a good detective. One of the very first games I ever got bought was a Super Nintendo. Okay, I remember the day they bought me a Super Nintendo and they bought me one of them cars with the electric battery. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the little Barbie cars, trucks people be driving. It was that, but it was Hot Wheels, bruh. It was Hot Wheels, okay? Never really got to drive it because they never took me outside, so it just collected dust in the basement. But that's neither here nor there. Super Nintendo, I had Legend of Zelda and Clue. I had no idea. Every time I loaded that game, I had no idea what I was doing. I actually don't even know why my parents bought a 6-year-old Clue. I have no clue why they did that. All right. But over the course of time, kept loading the game up and I figured out how to play. Okay. So I feel like Shadows of Doubt was made for me. Okay. But listen, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And until the next time I see y'all, peace.
So when the metal hit his mug, he just sunk in place. 100K Holla, chillin' Bahamas. Come home to your crib and throw in your mama.